Ow! Yes, everyone, I'm howling at the moon because today we have an independent horror film that is a werewolf movie. What? Yes, a genre that still seems to be lacking in the amount of films made in it. We get a werewolf film aptly named Wolf Hollow. It's from Mark Cantu, and we get the story of a county, the Hollow, if you will, Wolf Hollow, to where, there's a family that's living in this small area, and they're fighting to not be taken over by the town next to it who wants to acquire the land. Well, one of the members of that family returns with a film crew who want to shoot a movie on their land and get some money to help them from not being foreclosed on. Of course, there is some rivalry within the family, some conflict, and the family has a bit of a dark secret as well that a lot of people seem to know, except for the film crew, which has its own dysfunction going on. And we see how one by one the crew members learn the dark secret of Wolf Hollow and how the conflict amongst the family members comes to a head, and all of this gets mixed together into a bloody, gory conclusion. Wolf Hollow was a lot of fun, and not just because of the people that were in it, though they did fantastic in here. Felissa Rose plays Eva Nuri, the mom of this family that has the dark secret. Yes, the dark secret is werewolves. And then you get Lynn Lowery, who's playing Marla Taylor, an actress who's a well-known actress in the world of Wolf Hollow, and she is working on this independent film, and she plays the diva to the hilt for sure. Lynn Lowery just having a lot of fun. Man, every project she's been in, I mean, she's always great, but definitely seems to be knocking it out of the park with her roles that she's been taking lately for sure. Even more so than as good as she is, they're even better. It's just great to see her on screen, and she's just having fun. Now, Hannah Fearman plays Audrey Rossi. You may know that name. She was in a VHS. Yes, she played Lily, and it was great to see her in here. BJ Mezek, who we just saw on Bermuda Island and Night of the Tommyknockers, plays Tom, another great entertaining character. All these characters were very entertaining. The film crew and their arguments and such between them might be a little frustrating to watch, but at the same time, it's supposed to be, right? So they do that well in building up this conflict amongst the cast and crew. Valina Zatello plays Mills, another interesting character, well performed. And Brandon Kroom, though, steals the show as Lucky Steve. This character, they do a wonderful, interesting gimmick I did not see coming with his character, and it was great. It was really great. It added a little bit of tongue-in-cheek fun to this film, letting you know it wasn't taking itself too seriously, but seriously enough. There are some tension-filled moments for sure, and other moments in here that will make you go, ooh. I mean, some of the kills are a bit brutal and nasty looking. There's a lot of great visceral practical effects used in this film, and the way the story just works. It's, it was interesting to see that the townsfolk kind of suspected what the secret was of this family, especially if a tragedy that happens that we're introduced to a year before the events of the actual film. So there's a lot going on in here, but the film moves along, doesn't slow down too much. And as I said, though the friction amongst the characters may get a little annoying, I think it's the perfect setup for what happens after that. There's things involving a dagger. There's a little bit of mythology worked in here, and yeah, just if you like your wolf film, you're gonna like, I think, Wolf Hollow. It's got a decent production value to it, and there's a lot of fun performances. The werewolves look great. I forgot to mention, not only the gore effects look good, but the werewolves actually really look great. Got a bit of a dog soldiers look to them. It was interesting to see how well they could do the effects, because I think that's part of the reason why werewolf, especially independent films, don't always get made, because it's hard to make those effects work, but they do here, not only with how they're made up, but with the lighting and camera angles as well. So there you have it, folks. Please, if you have seen Wolf Hollow, love to hear your thoughts on this independent horror film. Please like and subscribe and all that here. We want to try to get to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can only do that with your help. So thank you for your support. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.